Well, it seems you've made it here before we did, for one.
Yes. Alright, let's get started.
By now, you already know the details, blah, blah, blah. Welcome to the show.
You know what I hate.
Today's topic, it's kind of a touchy-feely topic for us. It's about
stereotypes.
Okay. So, we had technical difficulties last time, so we got to try to make this a little bit shorter. So, we're going to let Amber start us off.
Alright, well, there's certain types of things you go through in your life, like phases. Okay. Now, when people tell you you're going through a phase, it's usually just like one of those really quick things. And like, you know, like you see someone and you're basically like, okay, what we're basically saying is you see someone, like if I saw her and I never knew her before, I'd be like, oh yeah, she looks like a scum. Deadhead hippie. Like, that's it. Like, you're just like plastering that on their forehead and just like you don't even know them.
Like you don't know these people. Like, a little boy. You could tell
yeah,
the story.
about 7th or 8th grade, came up to, like, I was walking in the hall with my books going to my 5th period English class. Magically comes down the hall and says, oh, you're a gothic kid. I'm like, huh? Gothic? I don't look gothic. And I was like, I usually wear black a lot. Black is one
She's like a punk metalhead.
Black is, obviously one of my favorite colors.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm like, excuse me, what? Gothic? He's like, yeah, you look gothic. And I'm like, I'm not gothic. Like, you don't even know the first thing about me. Like, you don't even know anything.
And there's so many, like, a stereotype I had. It was Halloween, actually. And yeah, okay, so I'm a deadhead. Woohoo, big deal, whatever. I was walking, I was in my tie-dye and everything. It was Halloween. I was going to meet her at her house and a bunch of our other friends. And this chick, I never even met her before, and she's like, waves her fat out of her car window. Has to be in a car, because obviously she didn't have the balls to say anything to my face. She had to go in a 70-mile-per-hour car and scream hippie scum. Okay, first of all, like,
you
why
don't know
scream?
me.
Yeah, first, you don't know me. Like, and why scream something out the window? If you've got something to say it to my face. Like, these people, there's so many stereotypes. Like, you got the preps, you got the jocks, you know, like, well, there's not really any deadheads. I'm kind of different out there, but you got, like, the punk, like, your couple only, like, handful of metal, you know? It's, like, ridiculous that, like, you don't know these people, and because how they dress, or, like, maybe how they act or talk, or, like, the music they listen to, suddenly, like, you consider them, like, oh, well, you're this and you're that. Like, you know, if you're going to consider me something, if you're going to say something to me and you don't know me
first.
Exactly. Like, it's ridiculous.
Honestly, like, I love when people come to my face and tell me stuff. Because I'm one of those people that, like, if you're not straightforward, I'll confront you about it. Like, I'll just be like, oh, I heard you said this and that. But,
exactly.
like, don't hide it. Like, yeah, we've used the term, like, scene and stuff before. We're not offending anybody. Like,
no, we don't mean to offend anybody. If we do, like, we're sorry.
He mentioned that in the previous video. We're not here to offend anybody in what you believe in or what you're trying to be or who you are. But, like, know your definition, know your facts, know what it is. Like,
before you go around
or anything like
before you go around, like, naming names to people. Because if you're gonna, like, sit there and call me a deadhead or a hippie or whatever, sure, it's true, but you don't know that. You don't know me. Like, how are you just gonna walk in and be like, someone you don't even know, oh, you're this. If you're gonna say that, then you better be prepared to have names thrown right back at you. Like, oh yeah, I'm a hippie, then you're a freaking, like,
asshole.
Exactly, yeah, there you go.
And, like, my friends, like, we've been in the same, like, little group since, like, forever. And, like, we're all labeled, like, at lunch, like, the tables, like, go in, like little cliques and, like, entourages and stuff. And, like, there's, like, the preps behind us, like, the preps over here, the jocks over here, then there's us, then there's, like, different people, then there's, like, all types of other people. Like, it's just a mixture of everything. Like, you can't put a label on anybody just because of the clothes they wear, the music they listen to, the way they talk, where they live.
Even if, like, you think it's funny and you're just, like, having fun with it. Like, there's a kid in my one class, I'm not saying any names, and, like, I mean, I'm friends with this kid, and he thinks it's funny, like, but he says it, like, so serious. Like, I'm not gonna go, like, and saying, like, everything I do on my own time, but, like, I'll be trying to have a conversation, and this kid just comes in, and he's like, yo, don't listen to her. You know, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, like, that's honestly rude and uncalled for. If you have to do that, then no. That's why you'd probably have no friends. Because if you're gonna say stuff like that about people just to be funny,
exactly,
that's totally
Like, you don't know it, but, like, that's totally destroying, like,
someone's, like, reputation.
Exactly,
like,
their reputation, like, how they're considered in the school. They just, like, that's, like, a big blow to it, like.
Basically, once you do something, you're labeled for life. That's how they label you.
Exactly. So, I think that's where we're going to leave you off today. That was a pretty serious episode, except for the beginning.
Yeah.
We're going to try to have more beginnings like that, by the way.
Alright, so, once again, we would like you, our viewers, to comment and rate our videos at the end of each one if you have a YouTube account. But if you don't, we highly recommend that you do, because you're obviously watching our video for a reason.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll see you guys next week. This was You Know What I Hate.
Peace.